Hi guys, Rail the Appreciator here. Welcome back to another song appreciation. I know it's been a while since my last upload. It's been like 2 months. I've been busy, but I've also been planning and preparing the future videos and also the kind of direction I want to take for this channel and heading into the future. Today's song appreciation is going to be Like That by Future, Metro Boomin and Kendrick Lamar, the most famous verse of the year, the song that really kicked off the whole rap beef this year between Kendrick and Drake, and it's just Kendrick's response to First Person Shooter, and I'm really excited to get into this one, so let's do it. Like That is the 6th track off the collaboration album between Future and Metro Boomin. When the album first dropped, it didn't have any features listed, so Kendrick's verse came as a complete surprise to everyone. When the album first came out, I couldn't listen to it upon the release because I was stuck at Sold Out Festival in Parramatta, where Bryson Tiller, Summer Walker, and Smino performed. But also, I had Kendrick's verse on this album spoiled to me by a friend while I was stuck at that festival because I couldn't listen to the album at all. But I ended up listening to the album and the song later on when I got home around midnight, and just hearing Kendrick's verse for the first time completely blew my mind. It was just so hype, and just having his response finally to what J. Cole and Drake had been doing in the background, especially on First Person Shooter, it was just really incredible. So for this song appreciation, it's mainly going to focus on Kendrick's verse because I feel like what he had to say at that moment in time is really important. It really ignited this whole rap beef. It comes as his response to First Person Shooter by J. Cole and Drake. If we're talking about the production on the track, Metro Boomin uses an everlasting bass sample, which was famously used by Eazy-E and E40. The track was first premiered 5 days before the album came out at Rolling Loud, California, when Travis Scott, Future, and Metro Boomin were performing. If we're looking like in hindsight, this track is really, really crucial to how everything played out. I really want to break down this verse and all the lyrics because what just Kendrick had to say was just so hype, and it just fills you with such an incredible feeling of adrenaline. It's like he's really stating his claim that he is solely the greatest rapper at the top alone. There is no top 3, there is nothing like that. Kendrick Lamar is the best, and he wants to show you why, which is really, really phenomenal. So let's get into breaking down this verse in its entirety, line by line. He starts by saying, "These brothers talking out of their necks, don't pull no coffin out of your mouth." So coffin, like when you're sick, but also coffin, the box they put you in before you get buried. He's referencing how Drake is always talking about killing people and his mob ties and affiliations. And as we continue the verse, he says, "I'm way too paranoid for a threat. AA, let's get it, bro. DOT, the money, power, respect. The last one is better." So for Kendrick, the respect matters more than anything else. He doesn't care about the money, the power, the fame. He just cares about the respect from his peers and his fans and just being the best at what he does. Being the best in the rap industry and being the best rapper of all time. But for Drake, the money, the power, the fame is more important to him. He likes being in the limelight. He likes being famous. And Kendrick would go on later to talk about this more in Euphoria, which I'll get into in another video. As we continue the verse, he says, "Say it's a lot of goofies with a check." That's quite an easy one to break down. Check, Nikes, you know, they got the checks, Drake's collaboration with Nike, but also check like verification checks or check like money. There's a lot of goofies with a check. "I hope them sentiments symbolic." This is Kendrick talking about how Drake and J. Cole are really, touring together, performing. They did First Person Shooter together. They're just really, trying to say that there's a big 3 and they're trying to see each other as equal, but Kendrick doesn't want any part of that. And he continues by saying, "My temperament's bipolar, I choose violence." And Kendrick has mentioned this before, how he's like a Gemini, and he always tends to choose violence when it comes to rap and being the best and really just having a go and coming at people. Okay, let's get it up. It's time for him to prove that he's a problem. So Kendrick just really wants to show why he's the baddest, why he's the best. He doesn't care for this big 3 nonsense. There can only be one GOAT. There can only be one best rapper of all time. Brothers clicking up but can't be legit, no 40 water. Get up with me. F sneak diss and First Person Shooter, I hope they came with 3 switches. So First Person Shooter is the track that J. Cole and Drake did together. I hope they came with 3 switches, which could be like 3 beat switches, which, happens later on Euphoria. I crash out like F rap, diss Melly Mel if I had to. Melly Mel, one of the founding fathers of rap, so Kendrick's just like full crashing out. He doesn't care anymore, like he'll even diss Melly Mel if he has to. He's losing his mind. He's really it's really struck a nerve with him that Drake and J. Cole are kind of clicking up and making like a big 3 and kind of, saying everyone's equal and everyone's, all that. But Kendrick, He knows Drake has been sneak dissing for years and doing all this shifty stuff and shady stuff, and he doesn't want any part of it. Got 2T's with me. I'm snatching chains and burning tattoos. It's up. So 2T's is the TDE bodyguard, also bodyguard of Kendrick Lamar. Snatching chains is a big one because a lot of rappers care a lot about their chains and their diamonds, and it's really important to them. But also burning tattoos. A lot of rappers get tattoos for like gang affiliations or label related. Drake famously has a tattoo of Lil Wayne, which Kendrick talks about on the track Not Like Us, which I'll get into on another video. Lost too many soldiers not to play it safe. So Kendrick talks about how a lot of rappers in the industry have died because they haven't had their bodyguard with them or security with them. Most famously Pop Smoke and Nipsey Hussle, and Kendrick doesn't want any part of that. Like if it's legit, if it's violence, if it's into that stuff, he needs his security with him because he can't risk dying for a stupid reason. This is one of my favorite bars off the track. If you walk around with that stick, it ain't Andre 3K. Think I won't drop the location. I still got PTSD. So famously, Andre 3K walks around with his flute. He's been seen in Japan with the flute. He did a whole flute album. But also when you mention stick, J. Cole's on a track off the Dreamville album, a song called Stick. And J. Cole says like, if a hike through the woods, it's a stick that he takes with him. So he talks about always having a gun on him and he's always ready to go and stuff like that. And this is kind of Kendrick like testing him in a way and mentioning that. But also PTSD is another track that J. Cole's on, and also on the Dreamville album. But also PTSD, I'm pretty sure Drake has said on the track like, he's pushing P, but a lot of rappers are pushing PTSD. So Kendrick has nice ways how he really just fits these like kind of bars into it and mentions these things. He's really tapped in and really tuned in to everything that's going on in hip hop and rap, which is really cool and shown in his verses. And this next line is kind of like the biggest line. He's like, "Mother F the big three, it's just big me." And like he's just stating his claim, he's saying it, he's not sneak dissing, he's putting it out there. There is no big three, it's just big him and only him. He's like, "I'm really like that, and your best work is a light pack. Prince outlived Mike Jack." And this comes as, you know, Drake always saying how he's like Michael Jackson, he's one away from beating the record and stuff like that. But Kendrick has a lot of affiliations with Prince. Prince mentioned Kendrick as one of his favorite artists. Also, Prince and Kendrick have performed together live on stage. And yeah, Prince really did outlive Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson died before Prince died. So yeah, this is just a really cool wordplay, and you know, the way he's putting it is just really, really slick. And I really, really particularly like this one. And he said, "Your best work is a light pack." Like Drake's best work is nowhere near, in my personal opinion, nowhere near any of Kendrick's albums, Kendrick stuff. Like Kendrick is far beyond everybody else. Like the only people I can think that come close to Kendrick nowadays is like Tyler the Creator. The closing line of the verse, "For all your dogs getting buried, that's okay with all these nights, he gonna see Pet Cemetery." So For All Your Dogs is the album by Drake, but he's saying for all your dogs getting buried. That's a K with all these nines. So K, Kendrick, 9, but also K like AK, and 9 like the 9mm pistol. So he's saying I'm like way better than you, way stronger than you. But also K and 9 like K9 like dog. So he said for all your dogs getting buried. So K9 is a dog. You're gonna see Pet Cemetery. Pet Cemetery is a movie by Stephen King where the animals, you know, come back to life after, you know, being killed and buried and stuff like that. And this closing line is just an incredible way to end the verse, and it's just really, really like hype. And I really, really enjoyed it. It's Kendrick just finding cool and nice ways to say how he's better than everybody else, and just really nobody comes close to him with the entendres and the bars and the wordplay, and just, yeah, it's just Kendrick is far superior than everybody else in the rap industry at this moment in time. And there is no big three. It's only big him. He is the best. And he's wanting to show why. And this really ignited the whole thing, which is really, really exciting for every rap fan at this point in time. So that's my breakdown for the Like That verse by Kendrick Lamar. Like Kendrick said, this isn't even like the best of what he's capable of. This is kind of like a throwaway. I'm really excited to getting into breaking down the other verses and songs that were released by Kendrick during this rap beef. Euphoria, 616 in LA, Meet the Grahams, Not Like Us. Like this whole rap beef has been the most exciting thing that's happened all this year. It's been the most exciting thing that's happened in rap as a whole for the past maybe 5 or 10 years. Like it's the most talked about thing. Like everyone was posting and publishing stuff about it. And it really went mainstream, and just it was really, really entertaining to see 2 of the best in a genre really go at it. I'd say 3 of the best, but kind of J. Cole pulled out, so it doesn't really count. But yeah, I'm really excited to make videos like these in the future, more about hip-hop and breaking down verses and lyrics and songs and just really, really important stuff. I still enjoy a lot of genres of music, so I'll still be doing album appreciations and song appreciations, but I kind of want to get it kick-started on doing more rap and hip-hop stuff. Thanks for watching the song appreciation on Like That. If you like what you've watched, please leave a like down below and comment, and also subscribe, and also check out my other videos because I will be breaking down the rest of the songs during the whole rap beef between Kendrick Lamar and Drake. So yeah, thanks for watching. See ya.